Hey guys, my name is Alex and I am a professional colorist based in Vancouver. I mainly work on commercials, music videos, and this channel is pretty much to share with you tips and tricks that I have learned throughout the years. Okay, I'm going to show you how to balance your shots. And so when people say balance, what they actually mean is you make sure your whites are white and your blacks are black in an image. Usually you want to do this at the start and get all the clips at a nice neutral space, because from there you can add artistic color to it or kind of change it in a way. So this is what I do. So we have this girl here. She's just chilling with duvets and I don't know what's happening in the scene. So the first thing we do is we add contrast. I'm actually going to, I'm using my panel right now, but I'll use the mouse just to show you what I'm doing. You see here contrast. I'm going to push up contrast. I'm going to change the pivot point. Add more contrast. Change the pivot point. Add a bit of saturation. And let's just leave it there. Now you can see this image is really warm, even if you look here at your vector scopes. So if we want to balance this image, let's use her shirt and try and make it white. So usually what I do is I don't jump into lift, gamma, and gain off the bat. I change the offset, because usually when you change the offset, it changes the entire image. But once you get the whites white, usually the blacks are black. It kind of you do everything at the same time. Because if you start fiddling with this stuff, it can get a bit complicated. So I'd recommend just using the offset at the start. A little cheat way to do this, or not a cheat way, but a good way, is not with your eye. So your eye can kind of lie to you. So this seems hot to me, it seems warm. So if I pull it down to blue, okay, let's say that feels a bit better. I'm actually going to do this in a separate node, so it's easier to turn on and off. So I'm just going to reset that offset. I'm going to create a new node, and then I'm going to pull down blue. So you'll find when you do this with your eye, you're kind of oh, that kind of looks like white, but you don't really know. Especially when it gets close to white, it's really hard to tell. So if I turn this on and off, you can see the entire image got colder because I played with the offset here, right? And so this is what I do. I go right click and I say show color picker, RGB value. Oh wow, we're pretty close. So rule, when blacks are black, when whites are white, and when neutral grays are gray, red, green, and blue is the same value. So just to show you, I'm going to turn this node off. This is what we had at the start. So look at the red, green, and blue values here. 209, 198, and 192. So that shows there's tons of red, but we want this to be white. So it has to be all the same values. And so after, I'm going to turn this node on again. After I put some blue in here, we'll kind of pull the offset here. Where are we now? Okay, so we're at 187, 175, 172. Okay, so we're getting closer. So when we're a bit closer, you can go into the color bars. And now we're pretty close though, 206, 201, 202. It's pretty good. So we need less red. So we go down on red. I just use my mouse, middle mouse, to go down on this. You can also click here if you want. Okay, still pretty red. Still red. Right, go down, 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 down. Okay, that's white. Do you see that? It says 209, 210, 210. That's white. Now you know your shot is balanced. So before was hot. Although you'll see, if you look from here, I'm actually going to make this a bit bigger so you can see, no, not the timeline, clips. Your eye gets used to this. So when you turn this on, it kind of looks blue. So the color, with this color picker, you can always trust it. So don't necessarily trust your eye. Okay, so that's a balanced shot. And so now, if you want to add, let's say you want to add more contrast in this guy, you want her to pop a bit more. Maybe you want more saturation. Okay. Oh, her skin looks a bit rough here. Let's go back. Okay, so this is on, and this is off. This is on, and this is off without the color adjustment. So it was here, and now here. So this is a balanced image. Now, this part you call the color correction part. It's corrected the colors to be where it should be. And then the second part is the grade, which is a completely different topic. That's where you can kind of have creative type of thing and, push any colors into it that you want. But the main thing is these three nodes got the image balanced. And then, yeah, from there, you kind of just just move forward. So just to recap, really important, you get your contrast, you get your contrast and your saturation where you want it to be. You right click on this guy, you make sure your show picker RGB value is activated. And then on a white point, you just make sure the values are the same. And then if there's a black point in here as well, you can do the same. And then if you make sure they're the same values, your image is balanced. See you guys in the next one.